When people think of Salt Lake City, they usually think of one thing. But what most people don't realize is that Salt Lake City has a strong tattoo subculture, which has exploded over the past 5 years.
You go to restaurants and there's girls with full sleeves.
During the 90s, only a handful of tattoo shops existed in the city.
For the longest time, there was really, 3 to 4 tattoo studios that were really well known in the Salt Lake Valley.
Today, there are over 20. So we took a look at some of Salt Lake City's most popular tattoo studios, and we asked local tattoo artists why they think so many Salt Lakers are getting tatted up. ASI Tattoo was one of the first studios in the state. Owner Don Browse has seen firsthand that the old stereotype that only sailors and bikers got tattoos has almost entirely faded away.
I've been tattooing 30 years. There's so many people that's got tattoos now that are lawyers and doctors and all kinds of different people.
Don says he constantly reminds people that their design is permanent and that boyfriends and girlfriends are hardly ever. So why is this woman getting her tattoo covered up?
Because of a name.
Oh, okay.
A name that wasn't supposed to be there.
Then they realized they should have listened to us to begin with.
The next stop was Good Times Tattoo near the Gateway. This shop features younger artists who specialize in custom artwork. Many of them believe that tattoos have become more popular due to the mainstream media.
They really kind of open people's eyes, I guess, that tattoos aren't just like for trash, really. You could do really beautiful stuff with it.
Just overall, I think tattoo reality shows had a lot to do with it.
I mean, there's a little bit of pain when you're actually getting it. The only part that gets to be a little bit tedious is when it's actually finished.
Many artists also believe that the dominant Mormon culture in Utah creates a counterculture that strives to distinguish itself.
I think with all the religion in the state here, when kids turn 18, I think a lot of it is kids going one extreme or the other.
Our last stop was Big Deluxe Tattoo, which owns 2 studios on State Street. Artists here also specialize in custom designs, which are drawn freehand on the skin.
It's become more of an art form. The way studios used to be, you'd come in, pick something off the wall, get tattooed, and away you went. Some of the artists here just actually absolutely floor me sometimes. I see stuff from different tattoo studios throughout the state, and there's a lot of times I'm just like, wow, I'm actually proud that, I'm part of Salt Lake City. The main thing I'd recommend to anybody who's looking at getting a tattoo is if you go into a studio, take a look around the studio, make sure the studio's clean, make sure that the portfolios look presentable to you, make sure that the artwork is what you want.
That's my favorite one, the La Familia.
People get tattoos for all sorts of different reasons, but sometimes it's those reasons that make the designs more than just ink.
It's like my scrapbook that I don't ever have to put away. I mean, everything means something very important to me, whether people know it or not, and just makes me feel more complete, makes me feel more whole, so.